Hey friends, it is a Saturday morning, the end of October, and I don't know when I'll post this, but I just finished getting ready and we are getting ready to go on a little adventure. I've been working on a project for quite a while, collecting antiques and furniture, and it's finally time to actually get in and start doing the fun part of what I love to do the most, which is decorating. So I'm gonna bring you all along. We have a couple stops we have to make before we get there. I will say this is not our house. I wish it was, but a couple times in my life I've been asked to help decorate for people, and this is one of those times, but this is by far my favorite experience so far. It's a little historic house. It's actually from the 1830s. Beautiful location. If you know me, you know that I love all things antique and historic. I think it was such a beautiful time period as far as the houses and the clothing and the furniture and just the craftsmanship, and I just feel like people took pride in their work in those days and were very skilled in craftsmanship and architecture. Of course, history has its bad side too, but it's just fascinating seeing how people lived in those days and what they went through and persevered, and yeah, I love it. So I got asked to help decorate a historic house, and the words from the owner were, I want it to look like you walk in and you're in the 1830s. So I've been collecting antiques, like I said, for a long time behind the scenes and shopping for them, and I'm gonna try to film like a little bit of what we've got collected at the shop and a little bit of the location and the house. Today I'm probably just gonna be cleaning it up, so that's not the most fun part, but I have to do that so I can do the fun part. So I don't know, I'll stop blabbing and I'm gonna finish getting dressed. Still have my sweatpants on. Yeah, get dressed and we're gonna go load some stuff up that I've collected for the house, and then I'll show you. Since today is our first day cleaning there, I don't know if we're gonna have enough room to take the pretty stuff, so we may not be going to the shop. I don't know. I might drive separate just so I can do that, because we have the boys with us, and all the cleaning supplies in Blue's work truck. So I don't know, we'll see. But we'll have to drive, it's hard to explain. We have to drive all the way to the shop where everything's stored, load it up, and then all the way the other direction to the house, which is literally like going to grandma's house over the hill and through the woods, except it's over through a field, through the creek, over the hill, through the woods. So I don't know about driving separate. This is toilet paper that we got for the house, paper towels, mop, duster, floor cleaner, all that stuff. So I don't know. Today's outfit though is brought to you by Goodwill, except for the boots and this jacket. A girl local here makes things out of old quilts, and I loved the colors on this. It's very oversized, but this is just one she already had made look at I don't know if I can show you. There's like a really cool star design on the back, but Kennedy Fowler, her business is called So What Designs, and she makes the cutest stuff. Anyways, I gotta make sure I took the boys some trucks to drive around while we're working in there. I need to get some water, maybe some snacks, because we probably will be there for a while. And I guess that's it. So let's go. So here's just a quick little preview of some of the furniture that I've been collecting. We store it here, and also my garage has stuff too. We just kind of have things at the house, my garage, and the shop. I found this dresser at the Goodwill, and so many pretty mirrors and frames that I can't wait to get in the house, but let's get what I need. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a couple things that I know for sure I want to use in the gentleman's parlor, like this Federal mirror and the bottles. So there's not currently really a road to take to get to this place. It's through a field and a creek. So it's always so fun. The boys love coming out here. It's surrounded by woods. There's usually deer and wild turkeys everywhere. It is such a magical place to be. We also have to go through the river, and that is always their favorite part. But yeah, the video is very bumpy because it is a very bumpy ride. So sorry if it makes you dizzy. But I wanted to kind of show you all how secluded this place is. Every time we come here, it feels like stepping back in time. I imagine the family that lived here, what they would have been like, the clothes that they wore, and the things that they did here, the memories they made. I'm just so grateful to get to be a part of this, and my helpers get to come with me, so that's always so special. I hope they remember these times for the rest of their life, because it's been such a special experience already. So I knew for sure I wanted to take the settee to the gentleman's parlor. As I watched this footage back, I realized I was so excited. I just gave super quick glances at some of the things I've collected. Sorry, I'll do better next time we go. This desk is gonna go in the gentleman's parlor, and those framed photos are super cool. I'll show you in a little bit. But this is the living room, and then you go through the breezeway, which is my favorite part, and then into the gentleman's parlor where I am focusing today. Okay, so this is what I've been calling the gentleman's parlor. I'm gonna start working in here. I've gotta clean all this stuff up. But the views here are so pretty. These are just some things that I've started collecting for this room. These were already here. I don't plan on using those because the paint obviously doesn't make them historically accurate for that time period. Just kind of give you an idea of what it's gonna look like. I want to have books in these built-ins and have the ladder kind of look like a library a little bit. And then just some of the stuff I've collected. I've got rugs. I want that desk to go in front of the fireplace, the big horse picture to go above the mantle. Obviously that stuff's gonna get out of here. Those are gonna be moved out. I gotta clean the floors. And I'm really excited. So we'll see how far I get today. I love all the details. Okay. I decided to start here on the window using this extendable duster to get all the cobwebs off, and there were also all kinds of dust bunnies and things just clinging to the edges of this window. So went ahead and got those off first before vacuuming. As I was doing this, I couldn't help but think about the hands that originally cleaned these windows, what that person was like, if they hummed or sang songs while they were working to make the time pass. It's just so interesting to imagine all the people who lived in these rooms. You can really see how tall this room is. I am 5'4" for reference. I don't know the exact measurement of these windows, but they're huge. They just keep going and going. And they are so fun to clean. But really, I don't mind it at all because it is all part of the process of bringing this room back to life and giving it a much needed and well-deserved little self-care spa treatment. Okay, I'm here at in the gentleman's parlor, and I have been cleaning. I've got one side done. This is a really big room with really tall ceilings. So I'll show you a little bit of what I've done. So over in this corner is just a few of the things I've collected to work on this room. I've got my cleaning stuff and the ladder. We're not using those tables. That's my jacket. But I've cleaned inside the fireplace. What is that? Oh, a woolly worm just fell through. He's got dust on him. Okay. But I've cleaned that off in the mantle and just kind of threw some stuff up here for now. Some old books. I love this so much. I wanted to keep it for myself, but I knew it would look good in here. cleaned, vacuumed in here. I think there was some dust in there, older than me. Cleaned half of the windows, added a little candle holder there in the window seal, and wiped down this whole area, dusted top to bottom, dusted the light fixture, and took care of this half of the floor. And now I just have this other half. I don't know if you all can tell how huge this room is, but I guess I'm halfway done. I just need to mop, and we're just gonna use mostly water, mostly like a damp mop, because the floors are so old, so we don't wanna do too much. But let me kind of show you. It just started raining. The boys in blue are somewhere riding around. But this is like the dog walk or the breezeway with the transom windows. Those are my favorite. The screen doors. This stuff's probably not gonna stay here. I just kind of set it up for now. You hear the rain. So peaceful and quiet out here. And the staircase, there's one staircase on this side with a big bedroom. And then this is like the formal living room. And another staircase over here with a bedroom. I love the huge windows and all the pretty details on the molding. We found this tea cart. So pretty out here. And like I said, this stuff is not decorated. I just kind of threw some stuff in just for now. I can't wait to get in here to decorate. And then this is like the dining room. I've got some of the stuff I've collected in here for the bathroom, the bed. I love all the fireplaces. This, I don't think we're gonna use. This was already here, but some old pictures and pretty frames. I'll probably take this to the gentleman's parlor, and probably these two. Aren't those so cool? Love them. This will go in the gentleman's parlor, and all the stuff that's on it. A bunch of old books and things I've found here and there. These bottles were found here on the property, and so is the feather. And then, oh, I hear them. Sounds like they're back. Just a few other things. This will go in the gentleman's parlor too. How pretty. This would be the front porch, I believe. I love this rusty old gate, so cute. And then this porch and all the old buildings outside. So pretty. What a dream. The boys picked me some flowers from the field. Okay, I don't even know what time it is. I'm starving. We've been here all day, but I got it cleaned, wiped down, dusted in here, swept, all that good stuff. So I think this mirror is gonna go above the door here, maybe. I don't know. Some of the stuff we may not use, but for now, I just have this over here. This could very well be changing, but I love the way the candle looks. And the windowsill, we got an antique portrait to hang on this side, and then another one will hang on this side. And then kind of set this up as like a desk area with the rug, the old chairs, a little seating area over here. We didn't hang anything today. I'm going to rub and buff this, make it look old. I'll hang that maybe above the horse up here. I don't know. We'll see. But this is what I've got going on for now. The ladder. This old desk and chair. And some books. Not bad for my first day. Okay, back home now. We just scarfed down a sub sandwich real quick, and now I have to go to a women's group that I go to Saturday nights, and I'm supposed to speak a little bit. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I want to talk about. I think I'm going to talk about Paul and how bold he was. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know if it's something you would be interested in seeing more of. I love this type of thing, anything history and antiques, and especially old houses. I just love, so hopefully you do too. But I am going to finish up here, and I've got to leave here in like 15 minutes. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all